Do you guys know that I was offered a very convenient transfer from here?
Then, what did you do?
I refused the offer. Because I was worried about two things. One, that you people will get upset. Two, that you will not.
How about that nurse?
That nurse has gone out of station for training. Now she will come back as a registered nurse. But by God, I have no issue whether she is registered or not, as far as she likes me.
Mr. and Mrs. Tony had invited us for a picnic to a lake 8 to 10 kilometers away from our mess. Right into the mountains. We planned to go for hiking first, and then to be fishing on the lake. We went to Tony's place on our cycles. Tony was supposed to carry his famous car, but later we decided to carry our cycles. Tony's giant dog also accompanied us. There was a constant steep ascent to the lake. We tried to catch up each other to an extent. Later we got exhausted and apart from each other. Julie and I came out very far from others. I was cycling wildly. My cycle tended to something, and I had a great fall. Julie also lost her balance. We were extremely tired when we reached the lake. We went down on the grass. Everyone reached there after some time. Moody took out all the requirements for fishing. One more group was present there.
I hope fishing is allowed here.
Allowed? It would be a miracle if you find any fish in this lake.
They started talking about miracles then.
I could never understand, what is a miracle?
Let me tell you. Imagine if a person falls from a tree and does not get hurt. What would you call this?
I will call it an ordinary incident.
If next day he falls again and doesn't get hurt this time too, then what will you call that? Then I will call it an accident. If third time he falls again without getting hurt, then I will definitely call it a habit. Miracles do happen. I will explain you some other time.
There came a respectable person, and he shook his hand with Moody.
Hello, Denny. Oh, you have changed so much. You were extremely fat. You had lost enough weight. You had thick long hair. Now you are bald. You had mustache. Now you are shaved.
I am not Denny, I am Moody Jones.
Oh. You have even changed your name. You look exactly like him. His face. His eyes. His ears. His nose.
Yeah. I carry all of Denny's assets. That when I come out, he waits for my return in a closed room.
We started fishing. It was a kind of a competition. Suddenly Shorty lost his balance and fell into the water. Luckily the water wasn't deep. He managed to come out on his own.
Hey, diving is not allowed. Use fishing rod.
Moody started clicking photos. Tony's dog was also made to stand with the group for photo. As soon as we all would get set for the click, the dog would walk away. Meanwhile, when Moody would bring back the dog, all of us would move about. It happened so many times that eventually Moody lost it at the dog.
You fool! Do you know how much time you have wasted? You stupid silly dog, show your attitude some other day. Okay?
And the dog really got scared. There was snow on the mountain peak.
There must be snow behind this mountain. Let's see it.
We started hiking. We were already very tired, and then that hiking. We started gasping. Shorty pointed towards the ditch.
What will happen if we get slipped into this ditch?
It depends on the deeds done by you.
Eventually we reached there. There was no snow over there.
Hey, there is snow over here.
All of us ran towards Moody.
Where?
Over there.
He pointed towards another higher peak. There was one more mess nearby. They had invited us for a function. Tony and Sundaram were also invited. They had called famous basketball player. He performed his master stroke live for us. When the dinner started, only Humph and I were having lemon squash among the entire gathering. People at the mess had a very strange tradition. If the guest would wish to leave, it was considered that the guest was not served properly. And then he would be served more. On the other hand, if someone would like to stay for some more time, then they were straight told to leave. It was almost midnight. Tony and Sundaram were bidden goodbye. I joined them on the way to home. We started walking. There was some light coming from the chalk. And something was moving whose shadow was coming to us. Tony started telling a physics theory about reflection of light.
Whatever thing is nearer to the light,
Its shadow would be as much bigger.
these shadows are a very small thing. But they are looking like camels right now.
As we got closer to the chalk, we saw real camels were coming towards us. There we reached Tony's bungalow. He bade us goodbye and entered in. Sundaram was talking like a philosopher.
See, Lanky, I believe in Darwin's theory. Humans were actually monkeys. And something else before that. But it's been a long time since the evolution. So we don't need to feel ashamed of it. But I don't understand that. Why has this evolution stopped here? For thousands of years, humans are humans. And monkeys remained monkeys. Humans are not doing any progress after that. Why does this theory end here? Okay, tell me, do you believe in spirits being immortal? I believe in it. Spirit's logic is so strange. In fact, I believe in something that is chocolate. Candies are way too sweet. Although Turkish delight is wonderful. Whom do you like most between Milton and Shirley? I like Kate's more. I think you will be agreed to me on this point. That until we use a big bullet, these bear and all can't be killed. Oh Lanky, let me tell you my secret. I like to play with air gun, as it is very cheap and it has a great voice too. Lanky, you are a very good boy. You can take as much lights from me, as much as you want. And spoons, and silk. Don't hesitate to ask me.
We were passing through his little garden. I left him and ran out from there very fast. So fast that I nearly jumped over the gate. I never knew before that I was so good in head jumping. Huff and the boys came back from the camp. Emperor was very angry with me.
It might be a prank for you. Now Raj is ignoring me. Just because of you.
Moody insisted me to have a fight with Raj. I met her. She only talked about Julie. Julie has seen me with you so many times, but she never complained.
I don't understand this logic. You are a number one hanger-on.
She fled with me. Next time we got a ready-made tournament. Tony has a very big tree by his bungalow. There was an owl who used to hoot at the midnight hidden in the branches of the tree.
Initially, it used to happen rarely. But now, it is happening regularly. I am afraid it is a bad omen.
I have tried so many times to shoot him in the dark. But nothing happened. It is still hooting, as it is.
Moody decided that each one of us will try to kill the owl, one by one.
Only one guy will try each night. And each person will get 3 bullets.
First night Moody tried his luck. There was not even a single sign of the owl. As soon as he shot the gun, a meteor fell in the sky.
Did you guys see that? What a target, by God. I did not even have a proper position before the target.
I kept my turn in the west. Actually, I was waiting for the full moon night. Eventually, the full moon arose behind the trees. Then it was my turn.
If Lanky also fails to kill it, then how will we decide?
We will think about it later.
When the moon rose up and came behind the trees, I looked around and found the branch where the owl was sitting and hooting. I found a place where the moon came just behind the owl. All 3 things: the gun, the owl, and the moon, came in one straight line. And